we all feel proud of their kids graduating, and I was just wondering what a mom's feeling would be for her son or daughter. I sometimes wish you were still small, not yet so big and strong and tall. For when I think of yesterday, I close my eyes and see you play. I often miss that little boy who pestered to buy a toy, who filled my days with pure delight from early morn to late night. We watch our children change and grow as seasons come and quickly go. But our God has a perfect plan to shape a boy into a man. Today, my son, I'm proud of you for all thorough things that you do. I will love you till my days are gone, and I am so grateful that you are my son. Hope this is something that touches your heart as well and you feel the same way. Let's hear from the proud mom, Parmeet Randhawa herself. The proud mom of Jessie Randhawa is right here with us. First of all, big congratulations that your son graduated from such a prestigious university, UCLA. So tell us a little bit like how he got started. ऐसा कहते हैं कि होनहार बिरबान के होठ चीखने पात. When the kid is really bright and inquisitive, you can just sense it, in the very young years, right? So as a child, tell us a little more about Jessie, and did you really expect he would be going to UCLA?
Jessie has been always a blessing, and it's something. I think he was a special child since the very beginning. He was very focused on what he wanted to do. I never had to push him through high school. Every time I got grades, they were always good. I never had to say, Jessie, you need improvement here, improvement there. So I think it's a blessing. Of course, I and my husband, we supervise our children. We are very much involved in their life. So I think it was a blessing and a lot of hard work on part of Jessie. And they give me bragging rights. I'm just a blessed mom. Thank you.
Wonderful. So it takes a lot of hard work and patience to, get your child to that stage that they enter a nice university and opt the right subject, So how did you guide him to choose political science?
Actually, I didn't guide him to choose political science. It was his own idea. I asked him, I said, Jessie, what would you like to do? Because Indian parents usually push you either be an engineer or be a doctor. So since my dad never pushed us, you have to do this, they always asked us what we would like to do, what will make us happy. So I asked him, and I think he explored engineering freshman year. And then he says, Mom, I don't think it's for me. I think I'm more analytical. I'm more into social life. I would like to change things that don't work for us. So he was a different child. So then I said, Jessie, this may be the right field for you if that's what you want to do. And he said, Mommy, I want to do a poli-sci, and then I want to go on to law school. That was his sort of path that he picked, and I was there on the sideline to support his own focused area of studies. That's what I like to do, is support children in their own path, what they want to do, as long as that path is good one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Not something that the society would not benefit from. Yeah.
Wonderful. So political science was something of his interest, and you facilitated that as a nice, kind, benevolent mother. But with everything there is finance attached, So let's talk about the economics of the studies, UCLA comes with its own financial overheads, There's a lot, not just the tuition, but the side coaching, the after study, the hostel, the food, and so many related overheads and expenses. So how did you help as a parent?
I helped both socially, financially, morally, every way possible, shape and form. It was a bit hard. We had some real estate holding that we also had to get rid of just to put him through school. There were some scholarships that because he's smart kid, he also qualified for scholarships, and that made things easier for me. But yes, I did my best to support him every possible way I can.
So now that he has graduated and you're putting up this fabulous party here at Golden Peacock, all the friends have gathered, good mood is there, light music is playing on, the DJ is on, the dholi is there,
The doli
full
is there.
celebration.
The only thing I'm looking for is a doli. It's a Punjab's dole, I'm beaming with the joy. I'm very proud mom, and I'm counting my blessings. I just hope the best for all children, our children, and everyone's children. And I hope they give us bragging rights, and I hope we as parents can support their networking and their career in the long run. And now I think his next step is he's going to go on to law school. That's what he wants to do. And I, of course, again have to, and after 2 years of staying home, mom had to go to work. I thought, Jessie, the law school is going to cost some money. There's a huge bill attached to it.
Yeah. So law is next on your head.
That's on his head, and I'm a support person. I will support him. And so I'm going to work now. Lucky to have the work I do, so very happy.
So I know you are a social activist as well. You are the founder of Mr. and Mrs. Punjabi USA pageant, which has been really successful in not just motivating people in the Bay Area to keep up and present their marriages in a beautiful and better way and highlight the core Punjabi culture and the roots, but also, to foster a spirit of participation. A pageant is something that, that helps you to bring out your abilities. Many people do not routinely dance or get involved in the music, but by way of your pageant, because you have so many rounds, people will try to come up with their innovative ideas and bring something new to the front, because everyone has that spirit of winning plus a spirit of getting connected to the roots, to the motherland. So that's a beautiful concept that you have got, and you've been pretty successful in it. So tell us how Jessie Randhawa has been supporting you in that, and how do you maintain that typical work-life balance?
Okay, so there's some good in it and some bad in it. How I balance that life, my husband passed away, as you know, almost 7 years ago. After that, and the children were grown. My daughter also got married, and Jessie's at UCLA. I'm left alone. And throughout the years, even in spite of raising children, I still sort of supported communities and did my volunteering work with the women, children. So then something came. I thought, what can we present differently in our culture that will bring up something of a class, something that we can combine the brilliance, the beauty, and yet stay connected with the roots. So I love the concept of this beauty pageant. I said, why not give our community a platform where we can actually focus on relationships, integrity, ethics, which sort of I find them missing in our culture, not only in our culture, just across the spectrum here. So I thought, being Punjabi, we have been the pioneers in India culturally, very rich culture. And we have so many good qualities that need to be actually presented to the world. And I thought pageant would be a beautiful avenue that we can use to showcase our community and culture. And we can and use this as a stepping stone too, because it gives contestants, people in the community also confidence to come on the stage and present themselves. It's a competition, it's a sport, and it brings people together, and it's something new. They are not. A lot of times we are, presented as, oh, this is the only culture. This is the you wear certain dresses and it's connected to that. It's not only that. We have prime ministers, we have engineers. I mean, our culture and community people are up there. So we have to go above that stereotyping, and we have to say, here we are. So that's the medium I chose. And I don't know if you guys know that Donald Trump opposed my pageant.
Seriously? What was the ground?
He opposed my pageant. His lawyer sent me a nasty notice saying, stop doing these pageants, you can't do it. And then I had to write a brief independently with support of my good friends who happen to be in legal fields. They're judges. I don't mention their names, but yes, they helped me out. And then I wrote after their brief, I hand wrote a little note to them, to his lawyers, saying that, tell Mr. Trump that if he's American, I'm also an equal American, because I also pay taxes more than he ever thinks of paying taxes. So, and then 6 months later, they compromised with me. They said, okay, and this is going back to 2012, 2013. They opposed me in the U.S. Trade Office. They said, you cannot copyright this name. You cannot do these pageants because I own these pageants. Mr. Trump, of course, he owned the rights to pageants. So I had to fight at that level to get to what we do today, is present our culture in a classy way up there, where we can showcase brilliance, intelligence that we all have. Punjabis they're balle.
So in this diaspora, the Punjabi diaspora, we all say Punjabiyan di shaan vakhri,
Yes, it is.
So in this diaspora, what is one unique thing that you would like to point out and bring forth to our viewers and encourage them to participate in the pageant?
Okay, this pageant actually offers a stage, a platform for beauty, brain, brilliance, everything. I would encourage everyone to participate. If not, then at least come support those people who have that passion to go up on the stage. You don't know how many people come forward and say, Penji, can you please do pageant for the singles? Can you do pageant for the married? Why are you doing pageant for the married and not giving us a chance to do the singles? So now what we come up with is a different concept. So we are doing pageants for married and singles combined. And the other extreme that we are going to in this pageant this year is we are doing it internationally. So anybody can participate in it. And in addition to that, we are taking the gender issue out of it. So female contestants may find competing against a male. And male may find, obviously, vice versa, that they will be competing with a female. But again, they can be single or married, obviously 18 plus, and they should be sporty, vibrant, culturally rich. So it's a very tough competition. So we've been doing it for the last 5 years now, and it's getting to a next level. And without our sponsors, the huge support, the backbone of this pageant happens to be Ray Walia and Kulwinder Walia. So they've been my backbone of the support. Kulwant Nijjar brothers, a lot of support from everybody. You, of course, and you are the pioneer. It's the community that's doing it and embracing the idea, embracing the concept, and going forward. So hats off to you guys.
Thank you so much. And for the benefit of the viewers, may I tell you that it is one of the most elegant pageants that happen in US that connect to the Desi culture, typically Punjabi culture, not just Punjabi culture in India, but elsewhere as well, which covers other countries. So it's an international pageant in all senses, in all ways. So last but not the least, once again, this is a big Jessie Randhawa's graduation party, and friends and relatives are all hooked up together. They are pepped up and all, ready to be on the dance floor in a little while. What message you would like to give out to Sitare TV viewers and to the fellow parents whose kids are looking forward to something big?
Well, I would, congratulations to Sitare TV. You guys have been in the community for such a long time and you do awesome job. The other part is parents should support their children. Keep that communication open, although they are impasse at times, but don't give up on children. And they need you as much as we need them. So it's always a teamwork. The culture here versus Indian culture, there's a lot of difference and different issues going on with the parents. We want them to fill both shoes. We want them to be certain, don't do this, don't do that, because they're not Indian. But I think we should give them more freedom because they are competing with the mainstream Americans. So we need to equip them to be able to compete with the mainstream Americans. So we are all Americans, and so we need to give them that freedom that they need to succeed.
Wonderful message.
Thank you so much.
This is a good takeaway for all of you. Yes, you were saying something.
Randhawa night tonight.
Oh yeah, look forward to it. Woohoo!
have a dole, so you'll be seeing all of us dancing.
Balle balle. June has been a season of festivities. Well, it's not Christmas, it's not New Year, it's not even Diwali, but yes, so many students are graduating, and in United States this is a season of festivities because the commencement days have been all around. Kids have been proudly showing their caps, throwing it up in the air, and getting out of the colleges with all that spirit and fun and looking towards a bright and a better future. In our culture, it is said, Tamso ma jyotirgamye. अज्ञान रूपी अंधकार से ज्ञान रूपी प्रकाश की ओर ले जाओ, ज्ञान रूपी प्रकाश की ओर अग्रसर हो. Take us from darkness to enlightenment. Get that light of knowledge, that light of wisdom that comes through education. And to have that education, it requires a lot of perseverance, a lot of hard work, a lot of support. Yes, it's a skeleton system. We need the support of the entire family, because it's not just financial support, it's the moral support, it's the emotional support, and it's the support overall. And I hope you would agree. And if you have kids around of the same age, you would have undergone that similar experience. And nowadays graduation ceremonies are happening not just at the bachelor's level, but from the pre-K as well, and people are celebrating all over, and this has been a culture. So Sitare TV decided to jump into one of the parties and see how the experience is. I, Jasleen Khanuja, went to a Randhawa party. Jessie Randhawa is one of the Punjabi parents' son in USA who just graduated from UCLA. Parmeet Randhawa is the proud mom, and she is also the organizer of Mr. and Mrs. Punjabi USA pageant. So it is a diverse culture in South Asian community. What it means to graduate from a reputed college like UCLA, and how the family feels, how the friends feel, how the celebrations are. Let's take you inside. गुरबाणी च किया गया है, वडी वडी आई अचरज सोबा कारज आया रासे, गुरु नानक को गुरपूरा पेट्यो सगले दुख बिना से. So here is a big celebration time, the D-Day time, the commencement day time, invocation time. Let's talk to Jessie Randhawa himself. Hello everyone. The graduation ceremony of Jessie Randhawa is on, and we have the hero right here with us.
Yep.
Big congratulations.
Thank you.
You're holding this beautiful bouquet.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful
really like
gathering all
flowers.
over.
Yeah.
What's the feeling?
It's surreal, I didn't think I would, be graduating from UCLA 4 years ago, but, I did it, and I'm really happy about it. I'm excited to move forward and see what's next in my life.
Wonderful. So UCLA is one of the top 10 colleges, especially for those who are majoring in political science.
Yes.
So, tell us a little background of about how you got to choose it, and how was your overall experience there?
Well, I got into political science mainly through doing debate in high school. So I used to do a lot of debate in like forensics, about politics really. So when I got into school, it was only natural that would fit into my field of studies. And overall, UCLA was a great experience. I had made so many great memories there, so many best friends, and it was overall just a great experience. I loved it. Go Bruins!
So, any striking memories?
Well, just a couple nights when me and my friends who would go to our other friends' places like real late at night and just watch movies and whatnot. But I didn't really have too much time to do that because I was so focused on doing what I need to do now. But I got really good at persuading people over there.
Tell us about how hard it was, being at UCLA and getting to this point.
UCLA in itself is a very rigorous institution. When I first got to school, coming out of my high school in Pinole, in my local town, I thought I was, up here. And then coming to UCLA, I still thought I was, I had that self-confidence, but when I got there, I felt like I was down here initially because of everybody and, their skill level. But what I realized is when you get to that level of institution, everybody else has their own fields of studies, and the playing field is really leveled at that point, and depending on what you're passionate about and what you want to do. So ultimately, it was hard, really rigorous institution, but the experience of graduating from an institution like that is extremely rewarding, and I'm just gonna, keep that work ethic going, forward in my life, to just keep working as hard as I did at UCLA.
Student, there is always some point when you think, oh my God, I'm fed up of studies, that's too much of it, I want to get out of it, I need some change, I need a break, so that assignment timeliness with that work-life balance, that is a typical challenge in the life of a student. How have you been able to, get through it?
Well, I mean, just coming off of 4 years at school, I definitely think that, continuing school is obviously, it's tedious, but continuing off, in higher education is definitely worth it. So I think that if the student has that drive to, keep going, it's ultimately up to them, if they want to get into the work field immediately and study at the same time. A lot of students, have the ability to do that, and I'm maybe thinking about doing that myself to maybe, get my feet wet and get some experience while studying for higher education at the same time. So I think it's ultimately on, how passionate you are about what you want to do.
So how has the family been supported financially, morally, and in other ways that you can think of?
Family's been extremely supportive financially, of course, as always. FAFSA has helped a lot as well, with not receiving too many loans or whatnot from college. So it feels good not to graduate with, that kind of burden. But, they've helped me in extraordinary ways. Anytime I needed some money, they would, help me out with what I needed. And the emotional support has always been there, and for whatever I want to do, they're always, supporting me. So it's been great.
What's the ultimate goal, and how do you think the educational institutions in US are befitting to shape your career the way you want,
Well, I think ultimately for any career that anybody wants to do in their life, that your career should be a mesh of all your personal interests and passions. So, for example, I'm very interested in law. However, I'm also a musician, and I'm a music producer. So, in my career path, I want to immerse myself in some sort of music industry, whether that's law with intellectual property, patent rights regarding music, or as a musician myself. So, and I will continue doing both at the same time. So I want to make sure that I mesh all my personal passions into one career. So I think that universities should just cater towards allowing students to take as many classes as they want, no matter what major you are, and to push higher education.
Thank you for your time in speaking with us. Once again, big congratulations on your graduation ceremony. We wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Supporter of Mr. and Mrs. Punjabi USA pageant, Kulwant Singh Nijjar ji is right here with us at the graduation ceremony of Jessie Randhawa, and he's all excited. He's like a family member, and he's been supporting not just the family but the community as a whole. How's the feeling?
Thank you, Jesselyn ji. First of all, you bring me on the air. Always do that. This is our kid, he graduate, and we very happy and proud of him. He graduated from the bachelor, and they are going to the master. So wish him all the best, always.
ਤੇ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਚਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਮੈਮਰੀਜ਼ ਹੋਣ ਕਿ ਬੱਚਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਗਰੋ ਅਪ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਡਿਡ ਯੂ ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟ ਕਿ ਉਹ UCLA ਤੱਕ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਮੁਕਾਮ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚੇਗਾ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਕਾਫੀ ਲੰਬੇ ਚਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਆ ਪਨੀਤ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਕਿਡਜ਼ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਬੱਚੇ ਆ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ, ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਟ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ। ਤੇ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਕਰੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਿਨ ਦੁੱਗਣੀ ਰਾਤ ਚੌਗਣੀ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੇ, ਤੇ ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੋ ਗੋਲ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ, ਜੋ ਇਹ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਹੋਣ।
Wonderful. Thank you so much. See, Randhawa's friends are right here and celebrating with him. Everyone is happy on this D-Day. You can see a person already holding a glass. Don't try to hide your drink. It's okay. You guys are enjoying. So my first question to all of you would be like, tell us your name and how you are associated with Jessie, like how long you know, and any sweet memories that you would like to share.
Yeah, my name is Dale, and I've known Jessie since we were in the first grade. Jessie, we always just used to do everything together back in elementary school. So back in being in Mr. Ewing's first grade class, to playing Beyblades, to just messing around in recess. So many memories of Jessie, so.
Wonderful.
My name's Trishano, and I've known Jessie since I entered high school. He was in the same section as me in band, so we just got to spend a lot of time together, and we started hanging out a lot even after he graduated high school, and from there on we just became like really good friends.
Wonderful.
Hey, my name's Akil, and I've known Jessie since our second year in college. We lived on the same dorm and the same floor, and we got really close over playing basketball and other things. And then I started getting really close to him and his friends, and great times, great memories.
My name is Jeffrey. I've known Jessie since 4th grade. We were in elementary school together. We used to hang out all the time, play around. And I've just known him ever since, going through middle school and high school and everything. Yeah.
My name is Ruben. I've known Jessie since we were both freshmen in high school. I was new to the school, and I just moved there, and I didn't really have any friends. It just became one of my best friends, and we started hanging out, like playing basketball. We would make like little videos on YouTube, like during spring break and all that. And we would make music and do just random stuff, and it was really fun.
Wonderful. So, all of you have talked about different activities. You've talked about sports, you've talked about videos, music, a lot of stuff besides study, right? So today we are celebrating the graduation party, but I know friends have been with him in different activities, as you guys mentioned. So tell us like how you guys have been able to strike that typical work-life balance, and how that blended and gelled with your friendship as well.
Yeah, well, I think the thing about all of us, including Jessie, is that we all have our priorities straight. So we know that school is, of course, it's going to be one of our highest priorities. But at the same time, because we have such a good connection with each other, we always know how to have fun with each other. So every time we hang out, every time I come back from UC Davis and he's back from UCLA, it's always the same. We're always having fun.
I think it's all about time commitment and balancing like what you do with your time, because if you spend more time in one thing than another, there's gonna be an imbalance, and that's not really good. So you'd like to have just time management and just have time to do each thing and have your priorities right, as he says. And I think that's really important. And I feel like working hard and playing hard is just it's important.
I mean, having known Jessie in college, one of the most toughest things about college is the midterms, finals, and exams. And I think living with him, it really showed his dedication to school and his future. He would always allot time and wouldn't leave the library, even though there were many times that I wanted to try to beg him to go. He'd be like, no, we're not done studying. And that just shows his commitment to his future and his seriousness.
Yeah, I think that's really important. What Akil said is that Jessie knows, and we all know what's important and how to reach that. And we're all really committed. And same with Jessie about reaching our goals, and knowing what you want and knowing how to get there. I think that's why we all are meshed so well, because we're all friends. We all know what we want to do, and we all know when it's time to have fun and when it's time to be serious and get things done.
I'd say we know when to work and we know when to play. So, like I said, when we would do activities like movies and stuff, it was during spring break. So we had all that time, that free time, and we would make music. It would be during winter break or summer vacation. So we'd always have extra time, and we wouldn't have to worry about jeopardizing our work or anything like that. So yeah.
Wonderful. So you guys are good at a lot of things, I understand, and that's phenomenal. Jessie's phenomenal, and so are his friends.
Yeah.
That's good to note. So you are friends to him. You have been close to him. Most of you are friends since elementary school. You've gone to school all through together. So I would like to know one great quality of Jessie that has flowed you guys.
I would say, just based on how long our friendship is, since the first grade, and now he's a college graduate, I would for sure, it's easy. I'd say loyalty, because just been through so many great experiences with Jessie, and being in band and playing sports with him, just being good friends. It's always loyalty for sure.
I think just like him caring so much about whatever he does, like whether it be music, his studies, whatever, he just like cares a lot, and he has a lot of empathy with everyone.
Wonderful. Passion matters.
Yeah, I think what Dale said hit it on the head. His loyalty is one thing that's very rare to see among people, and even rarer throughout that whole time. And so mixed with his humble nature, his soft nature, I think those are all some unique qualities that are so admiring of Jessie.
Yeah, I think Jessie definitely has the unique quality of being like dedicated, really dedicated to everything that he does, and anything that he feels like he wants to do and wants to set his mind to, he's dedicated to doing that and really finishing it, following all the way through to finishing it.
I say Jesse's the kind of person that when he puts his mind to something, he does it. If he wants to do it, he'll do whatever it takes to do it. Like he picked up saxophone in freshman year. Like senior year, he was the section leader. He started making beats like a couple years ago, and now his beats are phenomenal. He wanted to get into UCLA. That was a dream school. He got into UCLA. So if he wants to do something, if he sets his mind to it, he can do it.
Wonderful. Great answers, and I think you all are also talented because you're enjoying what he's doing. He's passionate, he's dedicated, and you're sharing that dedication and passion that comes out from what you have told about him. So thank you so much, boys, for your time in speaking with us and sharing your great views about Jessie. Enjoy the party.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello everyone, the proud Masi, the proud aunt of Jessie Randhawa is right here with us, totally enjoying the celebration. Tell us about some of the orchestration that went behind in putting up this beautiful party.
Well, actually, this was all my sister. She did everything. I'm not even sure. Like, she didn't ask for much help. We were all there to help her, but she just wanted to do this all on her own. It's been a good journey for my sister getting Jessie graduated. So she's always been on her own, and she's always been very strong, and I'm proud of her, and I'm proud of Jessie very much.
So Jessie is an inspiration to so many younger kids in the family.
Yes.
Tell us a little about how other kids are looking at him.
Jesse's always been a little bit different from the other kids because he's always very sincere, very considerate, always, trying to help everybody else. And I think the other kids always look up to him as kind of a mentor role. So.
Wonderful. That's great. Enjoy the party.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Arif Rizvi is one of the close friends of Randhawa family, and he's right here to greet and congratulate Jessie Randhawa for his graduation ceremony. Welcome to Sitare TV with me, Jasleen. Let us know how's the feeling and what are your comments on Jessie's graduation?
It's a great thing for the family, and Jats are my very close friends. So I feel that for parents it is the greatest thing, for family it is the greatest thing, and it is the greatest thing for the friends also, close friends. And of course, Randhawa ji is basically सारे पंजाबियों की जान है.
Absolutely. So what is the best thing about Punjab that you would like to point out, in the Punjabi culture, in the Punjabi diaspora, particularly those who have migrated to US?
इनफैक्ट पंजाबी कल्चर में ये है कि आप फ्रैंक एकदम हो जाते हैं. यू आर अवेलेबल टू ईच अदर एनी टाइम, एंड यू आर अवेलेबल एट 1 o'clock, 1 AM, 12 o'clock at night, any time. They are very close friends, and they believe in friendship. So that is, and they believe a friend indeed is a friend indeed.
Perfect. That's wonderful. So all the kids are progressing. They, in our culture, we always try to get them the best education and to the highest level. We rarely find any, high school dropouts in Indian culture or in, South Asian culture. So to keep this on, to encourage the same spirit in the next gen, what do you think are the good steps?
Good steps are, meeting more, having more cultural meetings, and of course the way there are few programs organized for our new generation. That is the most important thing. And of course we all meet each other with open arms.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your views.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Jasmine ji. Take care.
It is amazing that as a single mom, she has brought him up, and with the 3 children, and especially we all know that how hard she worked. One of the prime reason why she might have put him on this thing is she has a passion towards woman empowerment, and she wanted her son to do something different. So I feel that she's a proud mom, and there are so many opportunities available in different fields, but especially political science, which is really amazing. So you people need to have outgoing public speaking abilities to come up with this. So this is a great opportunity. So I wish him all the best.
And Amrit are right here with us, totally enjoying the party, you know. Great music is playing on. How do you appreciate the Punjabi music, Pushpa? I don't really know like how much Punjabi you follow.
Oh, I do follow some Punjabi, but I love the music. I can dance all night with this music. Yeah.
Great. So you're enjoying the beats. What is the best thing you like about the party?
Well, I think it's fun. There are so many different people. Jessie's friends, Meet's friends, Mom's friends, and her sisters. We're all here. And in support of Meet, it's such a great accomplishment for Jessie. So there's all kinds of people here to celebrate.
As Jessie's aunt, you know, what's the best thing you like about Jessie?
He's I think very reserved person. I like his nature. He's very soft, mellow type person. I've been seeing him every time when I go home. He would say hi, auntie.
Yeah, I think he's very easygoing. He goes with the flow. He knows what he wants, in spite of, you know, his mom has certain ways of him wanting to do things. But Jessie's very sweet. He's a good child, good kid, I should say.
Of Global Women Power, Alka Madan is also celebrating Jessie's graduation party, and she's known Parmeet for a long time. So tell us how your association started with Parmeet.
Parmeet, I met through a common friend. At that time she was supporting her program, and then I came to know that she is one of the person who always speaks for women, whatever it takes. So there are not many women around, those who stand for another woman. So I made friends with her, and now about 4 years we know each other, and I can always count on her, call her, and take her advice on different people in community, and her judgment about people is very objective. It's not like if she is related or she's not related. That is not what her opinion is. So I always respected her as a person, and I have seen her taking care of Raj most of the time, and she's a wonderful mom. It's not easy to manage a special needs child, but that's what she's doing. And today I met Jessie, very happy and very proud, and I'm glad that she has made it. Very happy today.
And parents are equally excited on the day of graduation. It is a D-Day for everyone. The commencement day, the celebrations are right now on. ਸਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਸੁਰਜੀਤ ਕੌਰ ਜੀ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜੱਸੀ ਰੰਧਾਵਾ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਨੀ ਜੀ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ। ਯੂ نو ਜਦੋਂ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਦਾ ਆਸ਼ੀਰਵਾਦ ਨਾਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਫੀਲਿੰਗ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਹੀ ਸਵੈਗ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਦਾ, ਤੇ ਆਸ਼ੀਰਵਾਦ ਲੈਣ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਹੀ ਮਜ਼ਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਯੂ نو ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦੋਤਰੇ ਦਾ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਅਚੀਵਮੈਂਟ ਹੈਗਾ, ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਸਾਂ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ?
ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਮੈਂ ਅਸੀਸਾਂ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੂੰਗੀ। ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ, ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ ਇਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਆ। ਕੋਈ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ, ਕੋਈ ਛੋਟੇ, ਕੋਈ ਭਤੀਏ, ਕੋਈ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਆ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਹੋਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਹਾਲ ਭਰਿਆ ਪਿਆ।
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਯੂ نو ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਖਾਣੇ ਪੀਣੇ ਦਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਰਹਿਣੇ ਸਹਿਣੇ ਦਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜਦੋਂ ਛੁੱਟੀਆਂ 'ਚ ਘਰ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਅਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੈਮਰੀਜ਼ ਹੋਣ, ਕੁਝ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਯੂ نو ਮਿੱਠੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਯਾਦ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਹੋਣ, ਯੂ نو ਆਲੂ ਦੇ ਪਰੌਂਠੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਖਾਣ ਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਹੈ, ਅਤੇ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕੀਤਾ?
ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੈਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਉਹਦੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ, ਇਕੱਲੇ ਉਸੇ ਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਸਾਰੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਟੋਸਟ ਬਣਾ ਦਿਓ ਸਵੇਰੇ, ਬ੍ਰੇਕਫਾਸਟ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਅਜੇ ਵੀ, ਬੇਸ਼ੱਕ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਸ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਗਰਾਮਾ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਊਗੀ। ਅਤੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਆਲੂ ਪਰੌਂਠੇ ਬਣਾ, ਮੇਰੀ ਮੰਮੀ ਸਵਾਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਦਿੰਦੀ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਹ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਓ, ਅੰਡਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਭੁਰਜੀ। ਸੋ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੈ ਬਸ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
Thank you, Ji. Thank you.
It's hard leaving here in the Bay to go to LA to leave my family, but coming back and seeing them after I graduated, it's you know, it's a big accomplishment for me, and it means a lot for me to see my homies, you know, back there, Ruben and Chris and Jeffrey and Dale and Cristiano, Akil, Sire, Robert. Appreciate you guys coming too. But yeah, going to UCLA was at the beginning was really tough, but as you know, I grew there and I learned a lot. I learned a lot from, you know, first not knowing what I was going to study, and then eventually studying political science and music and finding out, you know, where I wanted to go in my next path in my career. So from here on out, you know, I learned a great work ethic there, and I just will, you know, want to institute that in my next path in my career. So thanks, Mom, for everything that you've done for me, you know, supporting me financially and emotionally. You know, thank you, Raj, for you know, always calling me, and thanks, man. That's my brother, Raj. Yeah, he's 26 years old, you know.
In my third grade in Avena.
And he's 26 and he's you know, single and good looking, so hit him up back there. Yeah, thanks, Raj, you know, for everything, and thank you everybody for showing up. I promise I'm gonna make you proud, Mom, and I promise I'll make everybody else here proud. So, thank you.
Okay. Do you know what time it is? It's celebration time. That's what time it is. We're here to celebrate the college graduation of Jessie. Celebrating with all of you, family and friends and homies. Gotcha. It's truly an honor to be here tonight. You know, as I look back, and I've been with Ohlone College for the last 9 years, but nothing gives me more excitement and joy is to see young people graduate from college. Graduation is a time of completion, of finishing, of an ending that, however, it's always the time of a celebration of achievement and a beginning for the new graduate. Graduation is a process that goes on until the last day of your life. And if you can grasp that, that will help make a difference in the world. Let's take a moment to thank all of you, the beautiful people that are here with Jessie and the family today. Let's give you all a round of applause. I'm Teresa Cox, and I've been a dear friend of the family for many years. And I've got to say that it's truly a joy that Jessie's family and friends have stood by him every day. And all of the folks have showed their love, their unconditional support, and also know that he belongs here in this community. And it's all the people that have pushed, they believed in Jessie, but they also answered the calls even when he wanted some food or some money or a ride. But you know what? You don't get here in this life by yourself. And we got to first start off with, where's Jessie's grandmother? Raise your hand. And Jessie's grandmother has been a strong pillar in his life, who has helped to raise a wonderful daughter, Permeet. And if it wasn't for your grandmother, you would not, and your grandfather too, you would not have Permeet here. And that means you wouldn't be here today, Jessie. So let's salute the grandmother for paving the way for all the successes. Here's to grandmother, Jessie's grandmother. Now there's a special person in Jessie's life that has been there from the very beginning. She has shown him unconditional love, and I also call her my sister, my dear friend, and I love her from the moon and back. Permeet and I have shared a lot in common. We're both single mothers raising our children in this world and helping to make a difference, but also working with everyone in our community, but also believing that they can make it. and that we want to make sure that they all strive for the best of what life has to offer. And we're making a lot of sacrifices as we go along the way. But I affectionately call her Meat. And it's because she walks in a room just as cool as she pleases. It's the fire in her eyes, the swing in her waist, and the dedication to her community, and loving it in Punjabi style. And the joy in her feet, because she is a woman, phenomenal woman. That's my friend, Permeet, Jessie's mother. But also, one of the other things is that he has a special brother, Raj, as we have seen him talk just a little while ago, and he has the biggest heart, and he thinks so much of others. Every time I see Raj, he always asks, how are you? Where are your kids? Where's David and Jacqueline? Those are my two kids. How are they doing? And he's always thinking of everybody else. So he has a big heart, and we love you, Raj. Much to you. Much love. You know, but it takes a community of family, friends, homies, to get everyone here. And it is a special round of applause that I give to all of you, the family and friends that are here. So give yourselves a round of applause, because we're just so happy of the accomplishment of Jessie. Now Jessie, he is our honored guest, man of the hour, UCLA graduate, class of 2017. Let's get up again, because it's a hard school to get in and more or less to graduate, okay? Give it up for Jessie. Now, you know, I'm sure we have some Punjabis in the house. Can we raise some hands here? Can we sway here and there? There we go. We got some Punjabis. That's right. We got them in the house here. Now, you know, I was looking at these colors, this blue and gold. Now, I first thought when I walked in, I thought it was the Warriors after party for the celebration of the championship. But we also celebrate because it's the same colors as UCLA. So let's give it up for that part. So do we have any UCLA alumni here in the house? All right. All right, stand up. Come on, be accounted for. Be proud. There you go. And Jessie, I believe you need to stand too, because you're now an official graduate, makes you alumni. All right, so let's give it up for all the UCLA alumni that are here. Now, Jessie, we look forward to the new chapter in your life. And we know that he has an interest, I don't know if a lot of you know, but he wants to pursue an interest in law school. And we always need a lot of good, smart, handsome attorneys to fight for the social injustices in our community. And in the words of Dr. Martin Luther King, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And so we are so delighted to have him pursue being attorney as the next chapter in his life. And we know that he will always do what is right. And I'm going to dedicate a poem to Jessie and to our man of the hour. It starts with be yourself. Be humble enough to realize you still have a lot to learn in life. Be ambitious enough to know you can do anything you want to be. Be easy enough on yourself to enjoy life, laugh, and to have fun. Be mature enough to take responsibility for what you have to do. Be proud enough to take care of yourself, your mind, your body, and your spirit. Be confident enough to see that who you are inside is more important than what you look on the outside. Be wise enough to choose your friends carefully, but most of all, be absolutely sure that whatever you do it well, and know that you are loved. So congratulations, Jessie is like a godson to me. Come on up, we're gonna give you all the accolades, and we're just so happy to celebrate with you on your graduation. Thank you so much. Okay? Well, this ends the program. Enjoy the fellowship, the food, the dancing, and we got some cake. Enjoy. And a Punjabi, yes. Punjabi style, we're partying Punjabi style.
Lord Krishna in Srimad Bhagavad Gita has given out some great tips for students and the life lessons. We all know that, you know. One of them is Sukhartinah tyajed vidya, vidyarthinah tyajed sukham. Sukharti vya tyajed vidya, vidyarthi va tyajed sukham. You know, sukh chahiye to vidya kahan aur vidya chahiye to sukh chaha. तो विद्यार्थी जो है वो सुख छोड़ें और सुखार्थी जो है वो विद्या का त्याग करें, you know. So it is imperative that students must study hard to attain success, but at the same time we should not wish for the fruits of success but focus only on working hard. I, Jasleen Khanuja, would like to sign off from Golden Peacock Restaurant for now. Till next time, goodbye and keep watching Sitare TV.